Welcome to the Handed Down Kitchen, where we bring antique recipes out of the past and back into the kitchen. Today's recipe is a crispy, comforting fried chicken dish that's nearly 110 years old, found in the pages of our copy of a second Dudley book of recipes by Georgina Ward, the Countess of Dudley. This is fried chicken Pembroke, a dish loved so much by the Countess that she named it after her own home, Pembroke Lodge. We found this recipe in the poultry and game chapter of the book. It's one of a few fried chicken recipes here actually, and its name was what made this one stand out to us the most. So to make it, you'll need the following ingredients. 1 chicken, we're using a small one, but you can use one of any size. Some bacon, we've got about 85 grams, that's 3 ounces. 1 carrot, 1 small onion, a bouquet garni of savoury herbs, 2 cloves and 1 bay leaf, salt and pepper to season with, 1 ounce, that's 28 grams of butter, half an ounce, that's 14 grams of flour, about 2 cupfuls of chicken stock, plenty of frying fat, about 2 cupfuls of breadcrumbs, 3 egg yolks, 1 glass of white wine, another ounce or 28 grams of butter, some parsley, and 1 lemon. We're going to begin by roasting our chicken above a mirepoix made from most of the vegetables, herbs and bacon. We've already chopped our bacon and trussed our chicken. Now we're going to chop up our carrot and then our onion into smallish chunks like this. We'll be using the stock from the chicken, flavoured with all of these vegetables, herbs and bacon to make the marinade later on. Put these into a large roasting tin and then add to them the bacon, bay leaf and 2 cloves, a bouquet garni, ours is made up of thyme, parsley and tarragon, and 1 ounce of the butter. Place the chicken on top of this and season it with some salt and pepper. And then put into a preheated oven to roast until it's completely cooked through. Every now and then bring the chicken out of the oven and moisten it with its own stock that collects in the pan, and then on top of this up to half a pint more chicken stock. We basted ours every 20 minutes or so. Our small chicken took 1 hour and 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius to roast. The amount of time it needs will depend on the size of the bird. Once it's completely cooked, remove the chicken from the tin, and now it's time to joint it. As I mentioned before, there are a few different fried chicken recipes in this book, which did surprise us as it was published such a long time ago. I suppose when we think of the sort of food that might have been eaten for dinner over here in the 1910s or First World War era, especially by a countess, you just wouldn't think of something that could have come straight out of a chicken shop. So of course we ended up with 8 pieces of chicken, 2 of each, breasts, legs, thighs and wings. With our pieces of chicken ready, it's now time to make the marinade. So put the carcass of the chicken back into the roasting tin with the stock and vegetables, add in a glass of white wine, and boil this up. Then strain the stock so that you just have the liquid. Next, melt the remaining 1 ounce of butter in a saucepan over a low heat. Add in the flour and then mix these together to combine. Cook for just a little while, don't allow it to go brown. Then add in the stock and squeeze in the juice of half a lemon. Boil this mixture up. After a while, it will begin to thicken. Then add in 3 beaten egg yolks and stir this together over the heat until it binds and reduces to a moderate consistency. Once it has, remove from the heat. Allow the marinade to cool down just a little before coating the pieces of chicken in it. Then put them onto a tray and transfer these to the fridge to set for at least a couple of hours. We left ours overnight. Once the marinade has set, brush over the chicken with 1 beaten egg. And then coat them with the breadcrumbs. We have a mixture of fresh and dried breadcrumbs here, mostly fresh. To help the crumbs adhere, once they're coated, we popped the chicken pieces into the fridge for just half an hour longer before frying them. We've heated about 1.5 inches of frying fat in a pan, and now we're going to fry the chicken 1 piece at a time. Fry until the coating turns golden, flipping just once halfway through. For us, this took about 30 seconds on each side. When done, put each piece of chicken onto some kitchen roll to collect any excess oil. And that's it, ready to serve. The recipe says to garnish with fried parsley, which we did, but in good conscience we can't recommend that you do this, as frying parsley in hot oil isn't particularly safe. There is something special about this fried chicken. The meat is tender, the flavours from the marinade are mild but so delicious, and the coating is lovely and crispy. It's not like any fried chicken we'd had before, and we loved it. We didn't expect to find a recipe like this in a 107-year-old cookbook written by a countess in her 70s, but there you go, delicious. We hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please leave us a like, and if you'd like to see us recreate more antique recipes, be sure to subscribe to our channel. You can also find full instructions for this recipe and many more on our website, linked in the description box below.